Repair crews have come quite a ways since last evening, with many people still without power. One of Western New York's hardest hit areas got a visit from the governor this morning. Channel 2's Liz Lewin is live for us tonight with more on that. Hi, Liz.
Leanne, still very high winds here in Hamburg. We're actually in the parking lot at Hoax. I can tell you on our way up Route 5, we did see some crews still trying to restore that power. As you mentioned, those winds hit hard, causing a lot of outages, some flooding in areas, and that's exactly what Governor Kathy Hochul came back home to talk about as far as it comes to cleanup and restoration. Now, the governor did stop by here at Hoax earlier to offer her thanks to all of those first responders who proactively and preemptively got out into the community before the high winds and the storm hit to offer their assistance. Those efforts help significantly, especially given the impact of some of those 70+ mile per hour winds in some areas. A Western New Yorker herself, Hochul, is all too familiar with the impact that storms like these have on communities, especially here along the waterfront, which is why she says state and local resources will continue to go toward building barriers and other proactive measures against Mother Nature in these areas. While flooding did impact some places, mostly right now, they are trying to tackle those power outages. Here's what she had to say.
Here on the waterfront, Lake Erie and Lake Ontario, we always get hit so hard. And that is why we're going to continue building back resiliency, having to build projects that will withstand Mother Nature to the extent possible, to give hope to these communities that have been so battered every time there's a major storm. Right now, the main problem is power outages. Nearly 100,000 homes lost power during the height of this. Over 200,000 already restored, and as of just a short time ago, we have 97,000 people still without power. Without power during a very, very cold time.
Yeah, companies like National Grid and NYSEG are still working hard to restore those outages thanks to the additional resources on the ground. There are also shelters and other places people can go to for protection. Hochul says 8,300 workers are still working around the clock to assess damage and restore communities. Leanne, I want to point out again, still quite windy out here along Route 5. So if you have no reason to be out by the water, I would suggest you not do so. Still look out for some of those crews working on restoring those outages. And again, if you see downed wires or lines, please stay away from them. You want to assume that they are still hot. If you need assistance, call 911. And if your outages are still happening, you want to call your supplier. We are live in Hamburg tonight. Liz Lewin, Channel 2 News.